Hey guys, welcome back. Now, if you're watching this video, you'll likely already know that Ethereum has been one of the best investments of the last few years. The big question right now though is, what about Ethereum Classic? For those who may not know, Ethereum Classic is the crypto that's currently sitting in position 21 by market cap. And the question is Ethereum Classic an even better investment than Ethereum? Now, what you may not know is that over the past year, Ethereum Classic has outperformed Ethereum with over 900% growth for Ethereum Classic versus 800% for Ethereum. And with ETH now over $3,000 and ETC at only $70, surely it's easier to double your money with Ethereum Classic, right? Well, if you own Ethereum Classic or thinking about investing in ETC, then this is a must-see video. And in this video, we'll be looking at what exactly is Ethereum Classic and how is it different to Ethereum? Do I think this is going to boom or bust? And then we'll finish with a bit of a warning from one of the co-founders, Charles Hoskinson. As always, if you do enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, always appreciated. Okay, Ethereum Classic has been on a great run over the past year. But what exactly is it? How is it different to Ethereum? And is this a great investment opportunity or something to be avoided like the plague? Ready? Let's do this. Ethereum Classic actually has a very interesting backstory. The story begins back in 2016 when there was still only one version of Ethereum and everything was well. That was until the DAO hack. Ethereum was hacked and almost $50 million of investor money was put at risk of being stolen. As per the rules to the smart contract, the hacker would be able to get access to the money in 30 days unless the team could do something. So Vitalik and others got together and proposed an idea. They would duplicate another version of Ethereum. They would then do a bit of a back to the future stunt, go back in 30 days, alter the blockchain to fix the vulnerability. And so essentially the hack would never have existed. Get the idea? But then this idea created a big divide in the group. Some argued that the whole point of a decentralized blockchain is that it can't be altered. And if you do alter the blockchain, then you invalidate the whole point of Ethereum. So what happened? Well, they voted and most people, including Vitalik, were for creating a hard fork, duplicating the blockchain, going back 30 days, fixing it so the hack never happened, and thus saving $50 million of investor money. This new version would continue as Ethereum, and the untouched, the hacked version, would be Ethereum Classic. The problem is that most people and most of the developers continued with Ethereum, and Ethereum Classic has been slowly dying out. The main Ethereum's been getting all the upgrades and all the developers and things being built on it, DeFi, NFTs, etc. So here is how I see them today. Picture them as two icebergs. Ethereum has great fundamentals, lots going on under the surface that you can't see. With developers and use cases, it has a solid foundation. Ethereum Classic is all show. The price has been pumping, yes. It still has a low price, so you might think it's easier to double your money, but there's nothing actually going on below the surface. No one is really using it and it is slowly dying. I think the reason that the price has been pumping so much is that it's been riding in the success of Ethereum. And people have been pumping it up to make some quick money. But let's now take a look at what's going on below the surface. And this is what's going on with developers behind the scene. So we have the main protocols, Bitcoin, Polkadot, Cosmos, Ethereum, etc. and this is how many developers are working on the protocol. So obviously the higher the better, and this is how long the protocol has been going on. And you can see Bitcoin is the proxy as it's been going the longest. So what's looking pretty good is Cosmos and Polkadot and Tezos, Cardano, but just look how far ahead Ethereum is when it comes to developers working on the protocol. In fact, it's got the most developers by a country mile. But now look at this. And this is how the developers have changed over the past year. So this line going through the middle is if it's stayed the same size. And so anything above it, these are the protocols that are gaining developers faster than average. And the ones below the line are the ones that have been losing developers. So what's looking good is Near and Algorand and Solana, but one of the biggest warning signs is Ethereum Classic, which has been slowly dying out. And it's not just the developers that are showing a major red flag. Ethereum Classic is also running out of money. And if something doesn't happen soon, it will eventually disappear. In fact, why not hear this from the horse's mouth? Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, he was also a co-founder of Ethereum, and he recently gave a warning about Ethereum Classic. And he explains exactly what's going on behind the scenes. Check this out.
And while most work that we do at IO Global, about 50% or more, is in the Cardano sphere, people tend to forget that we work on many different pieces of infrastructure, products, and services. And one of the pieces of infrastructure that we work on is Ethereum Classic. So I put my money where my mouth was. I hired a whole team of Scala developers. We wrote the very first Scala version of an Ethereum client. It was a full node, could run the Ethereum code. It at one point could connect to the Ethereum network and the Ethereum Classic network. We funded Let's Talk ETC, and we attended all the conferences. And we were in the ETC world for almost 2 years. The problem is that both Vitalik and me are the first to admit, as is Gavin, as is everybody else who works in Ethereum in a technical capacity, that the original design of Ethereum is unstable. It's too complicated for what it wants to do, but not complicated enough to actually do what it needs to do. So basically, the issue is that if it's left to its own devices, the system basically becomes untenable with adoption. But one thing that's blatantly clear to me is you can't just stay static. It has no reason to exist right now. There is no innovation budget anymore. It's going away. The technology is not sustainable. There's no adoption. There's not going to be this magic moment where Ethereum goes to Ethereum 2 and somehow all of the dApps that disagree with proof of stake are going to simply just migrate over to Ethereum Classic as if that's a big thing. Maybe you'll get one or two. But guys, if they were already so in love with the idea that code is law and living on Ethereum, why wouldn't they migrate over to Ethereum Classic during the last 5 years? So what does this mean? It means that unless a new innovation funding source comes in from volunteerism, a patron, or a treasury system, there's just simply not going to be the funding necessary to field the tens of millions of dollars required to systematically change ETC so that it can be its own chain.
So, bringing all this together, why has Ethereum Classic done so well over the past year? I think it's just been riding the success of Ethereum. In fact, anything with the name Ethereum in it was getting pumped during the last big run. And even though ETC does have a lower price and market cap, and technically it would be easier to double your money, I do think it is a sinking ship. It's losing developers, it's running out of money, and when Ethereum 2.0 goes live, it will no longer be compatible with Ethereum. And as Charles warned, unless these major problems get fixed, then Ethereum Classic will begin falling down the rankings. And for me, all of this makes this a very high-risk investment, which is why I will personally be staying clear. And apologies for anyone holding Ethereum Classic. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I just wanted to share what's going on below the surface, as I really don't want anyone to be losing money. So there you are, guys. Hope you found this useful. Just to say then, if you did, then drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, then click below and join us. I've got some great videos coming up that you don't want to miss. Okay, cheers guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.